Okay, so this is April 4th. This is another video this video's been on my heart to record for, oh goodness, quite a few days. And it's one of those things where it's like that thought will come to my mind and I think, oh goodness, this is so important to share. And then, I'm distracted and I have this responsibility, that responsibility. And then when I get through my list of responsibilities, I sit down and I think about what I want to write, what I want to record, and and I can't find it. I think about the old adage of tying a string around your finger, but if I can't recall the thought that string is to remind me of, then goodness, I'm kind of back at the same issue. So anyway, so as I'm just walking back home, or back to where I'm currently staying after spending time on the track, and I was thinking about this. So without further ado, I'm going to try and get this out as clean and as crisp as possible. And this is to each and every one of you that is struggling inside and that is dealing with different issues of oh goodness, the variance or the variation of these issues. They can range, or they range on a spectrum. But what I want to say is, and this is from my experience, and this is why it's just very important for me to anything that I've learned of value, that I've learned experientially, anything that I've received the fruit of the wisdom, meaning it's proven, it's very important for me to help those, and to not that anybody has anything in them that says they need help, but I always think of the things that I struggled with, and then when I learn different things that bring me through those things, I always think, oh goodness, if I would have only known this prior. So I like to put that information out so anybody who does desire, they have access to it. And so what I want to share is anxiety and fear. They will actually hinder you from finding the way of escape. Anxiety and fear will actually cause your internal state to succumb to a survival mode, or a mode of panic and a mode of desperation. And you'll find that a lot of patternized behavior continues, and it marches in that path, or in that direction, where people are unable to see that what they're doing is a repeat of what they just got out of, what they needed help to get out of. So it's kind of like seeing somebody being aided to get out of a pit, and then they seem to be doing good, and then they disappear, and you move up to see where they're at, and you realize they're in another pit that's similar in both size and shape to the last pit that they were in. And so I find one of the more difficult things and frustrating things for the people around them is they look at them and they think, how can they not see these things? And I always think to myself, well, everybody's blinded to the things that they're blinded to. And when you question how can they not see these things, you're questioning from a perspective of sight, a perspective of clarity of vision, where they're not looking from that perspective of sight nor clarity of vision. And I find it's wise to discuss what what could cause that lack of vision. And so I find talking about the internal state. So if somebody, if for myself, we'll just use me in this situation. If I, my circumstances right now are not good. I came from an impoverishment that was documented last year, and sorry, not just impoverishment, but homelessness and virtually a crisis situation. But if I would have, the major crisis and crisis situation was never actually the lack of housing. It was never actually sleeping outside. It was never actually not having enough food. The lack of, the main crisis situation, the root crisis situation, is a lack of hope, a lack of faith, and unstable or an internal instability that would cause me to give into desperation. And giving into desperation is similar to somebody who's drowning and then they just go limp and they give into the undertow or they give into the current. They're no longer autonomous. They're no longer moving in the direction or towards the vision that they see. They're just going with the current and hoping that it's going to bring them to where they desire to be. That's the most dangerous thing. And I'm going to keep this short. I'm already at 6 minutes. I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes. But so what I find, like right now, I have an accountability to God to go to the track, to eat healthy, to exercise, to keep moving, to stay away from negative conversations, stay away from gossip, stay away from all the things that I do not like that other people would do to me, and to not come into agreement or have anything to do with those things. It's difficult being alone. It's difficult, finding, seeking truth outside of your comfort. Comfort is the most easy thing to succumb to, but comfort is a trap. It's very easy just to just submit your heart to what's going on around you. It's very difficult to struggle and to strive to get out of where you're at. It's very easy to make excuses. It's very difficult to live a life where there's no such thing as excuses. Your yes is yes or your no is no. And so anyway, so right now, what I want to share with each and every one of you, maybe that's down and out, is there is hope, even if you can't see it in this moment. But forward movement is forward movement. Detaching yourself from negative influences, from harmful situations, from things that will deter you, things that will weaken you, things that will poison you. And I'm not just talking about things that you eat or things that you're subjected to from the outside world. I'm also talking about thought patterns, internal monologues, and words that are defeating. And the more you get away from those things, you'll realize slowly and surely that the impact that they truly had on you. But it's imperative that you keep moving in the direction of the vision. So anyway, so without further ado, that's what I want to share in this moment.